Welcome to the Wayne Bennett Podcast, celebrating West Virginia's people, places, and the culture of Southern Appalachia. Now here's your host, Wayne Bennett.
Welcome to Wayne Bennett's Podcast. I'm your host, Wayne Bennett, and this is episode 164, and it's a little bit of change of pace today. On March the 28th, I went to the Bill Withers statue unveiling in Beckley, and it was a great day. It was a Friday at noon, and it was in honor of Bill Withers, who was a three-time Grammy Award winner. He's also in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's in the West Virginia Music Hall of Fame, several other Hall of Fames, and he actually was raised in Beckley, born in Slab Fork. There was a great turnout of people there for the unveiling of a statue in his honor. I got to see some old friends, Sherry Hunter and Phil Gerald, the new city manager of Beckley. Some musicians like Danny Bailey and Lady D, Doris Fields, Quincy Madison, an old friend. I didn't get to talk with him, but it was nice to see him. Another friend I spoke with for a while, Gene Warner. But there was a few hundred people there, and Bill had been honored in Raleigh County with a memorial road through the old town of Slab Fork where he was born. He went to school at Stratton High School in Beckley, and there is a sign across the street from the new Stratton Elementary commemorating Bill. The ceremony started out with the Reverend Bishop Sims giving the invocation. The newest mayor, Ryan Neal, gave an opening speech and introduced Rob Rappold, who was the mayor at the time that they started the idea of putting a statue in downtown Beckley. And he was the one that kind of gave them the go-ahead. They thanked several of the organizations that were responsible for raising the $170,000 for the statue. And of course, the city of Beckley gave their share, the Chamber of Commerce, the Beckley Area Foundation, the Cold Heritage Authority, Visit Southern West Virginia. And of course, there was a lot of individuals that gave money and donations to see this statue erected. One of the people, or the person who actually helped organize this ceremony, was Jill Moorfield, who works for the city of Beckley, and Jill always does a tremendous job. And in this particular situation, it was did a great job and getting the right people there and the sequence of the ceremony. The actual sculptor was Frederick Hightower, and he's a minister and also a fantastic sculptor. I remember reading something one time that Fred Hightower has said that his gift to create came from the one who created everything, and it reference to God. And Frederick Hightower, like I said, is a minister himself. Bill's wife and family was there. Marcia Withers gave a very good talk about the importance, how important it was to their family to be there, and such a great honor it was, and a tribute to deceased husband. Bill's daughter, Corey, spoke about the beauty of the state and the importance of family, and very eloquent speaker. And then she sang with the assistance of Matt Mullins on the guitar. She sang Grandma's Hands, one of Bill Withers' songs, and my gosh, it would send cold chills down your spine how beautiful the song was. Some of the other speakers, the president of the Stratton Alumni Association, Miss Martha Montgomery, talked about the retaining the history of Stratton High School and how important it was to Bill Withers, who had attended a lot of the reunions in the past. The chorus at Beckley Stratton then did an excellent job singing one of Bill's songs, paying homage to one of his most enduring songs, which was Lean On Me. Of course, they made a movie about that later, and the kids did a good job with that. They had the unveiling of the 7-foot bronze statue, and it is something else to see. It was just almost took your breath to see what a great job and all the little tedious characteristics that Mr. Hightower had included in the statue itself. Of course, there was a lot of picture taking, a lot of filming, and those kind of things, and people were just going around. One of Bill's early friends, Floyd Goff, had come from Pennsylvania down for the ceremony, and it was how special it was to him. And it was after the unveiling. Of course, there was some picture taking there, but there were some other songs of Bill's and another presentation. Guys like Laura Swanson, David Lawson, Drew Lawrence, Lorenzo Wood. They sang some of the songs, Ain't No Sunshine and Just the Two of Us, and Dolores Robinson, who is also one of Bill's classmates, gave a short presentation of the type of person that Bill was, but it was just a great day that people could get, the city, the community, the county could get together and do something. As a result of the statue being erected there at the intermodal parking lot, it's now, the top part is going to be called the Bill Withers Plaza. And there's going to be interpretive signs. There are interpretive signs, a musical playground of instruments, public art, picnic tables, stage. And since 2021, they've had the Bill Withers Festival, which is this year will be on June the 28th. And there'll be bands and food, and hopefully the weather is cooperative, and we can have a great turnout for that. And I'm sure the statue will be a big plus. And so it was a lovely day to commemorate one of his songs. Now, my feelings is it's time the city of Beckley wants to have be able to extend foot traffic, and this is where this plaza can come in to effect, and also we can do more. One of my ideas was on Saturdays from April to November in the top part of the plaza, using some of the parking spaces. We could offer a city flea market. We don't have a flea market inside the city of Beckley that I know of. There used to be one at the old Houchins Block area, and it's closed down. They had a couple at the Armory Civic Center, and they haven't had any there for a while. And so you could have, it could be a farmer's flea market, farmer's market type atmosphere, just more or less to get people to come downtown. There could be different church groups or school groups could have a concession during that particular period of time and provide music. And it really wouldn't cost the city anything to do this, and it would serve two purposes. They may even make a little bit of money for the people paying rental for the spaces to sell, and also it would get people and more foot traffic downtown. On the other end of town, Main Street, where the WJLS building used to be, and the Beckley family gave it to the city of Beckley. The building has been sitting empty for quite some time. I think they did put a new roof on it, and it basically has been empty. On the floor level, this has been tossed around for a while around Beckley. You know, of all the talent we've had in our area, just our county, Beckley could easily become the music capital of West Virginia. And we've had guys like Bill Withers, of course, little Jimmy Dickens from around the Bolt area. Everett Lilly, who all these guys are in. Little Jimmy Dickens is in the Hall of Fame at the Grand Ole Opry. Everett Lilly is in the Hall of Fame of the Bluegrass. There's a guy named Calvin Simon from Beckley who won the Grammy Award for funkadelic music. A lot of people never heard that name before, but we could add a music hall of fame in the Main Street level of that store and draw some people there. And then you've got a music park on one end, you've got a music hall of fame on the other, you've got a playhouse in the middle. And it doesn't have to be, it could be honoring a lot of different people like Glenn Salick and Don Boyd and people like the Allen State and some of the band leaders that we've had. And I'm sure that, the place is big enough to have some live performances to go on there too. The building is there, it's intact. It really wouldn't cost a ton of money to get something like that started instead of just an empty building sitting there. So I have a lot of other ideas for it. And one other thing that might be possible, I've heard that the West Virginia Music Hall of Fame might be looking for a place. So you never know. But that's just a suggestion, and to get more foot traffic downtown and make Beckley a safe, alluring type of atmosphere. And the people will come, and I think the Bill Withers unveiling and the park itself has been a good example of that. That's just my opinion, and we thank the committee, we thank the city of Beckley, we thank all the people involved. Matt Mullins, musician, was instrumental in getting a lot of this stuff together, and we thank you. And for any comments, you can contact me at awbennett50@gmail.com, and we'll talk to you. Until next time, remember, if you're not dead yet, you're not done yet, and God bless you.